I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time this week to learn about the challenges that healthcare organizations are facing. I know Monday you've heard the challenges that nursing homes are facing. Yesterday you heard about the hospitals. I applaud you for hearing today about the independent pharmacies. The issues are complex, and I would just say make no mistake about it. I believe public health is on the verge of collapsing. As a father of three, I'm not here to testify as just a pharmacy owner, but I'm here to testify on behalf of my community, on behalf of my kids, and on behalf of public health. We're joined today behind us are many other independent pharmacy owners from various counties. So I'm here today to represent them, and I'm here today to represent those that aren't able to make it because they're staffing their stores. So briefly, my name is Tom DePietro, owner of DePietro's Pharmacy in Dunmore. I graduated from Temple University in 2009. 3 years after I graduated, I had the desire to open my own pharmacy against the advice of many other pharmacy owners. I had left a chain pharmacy after just feeling like I wasn't doing what I went to school for and what my desire was to do. So I opened my own pharmacy 12 years ago today with the commitment to just provide more enhanced services to our community. When I saw my grandmother struggling taking her medication, I just thought, well, why doesn't the pharmacy help her? Well, there was just that wasn't a solution that was being offered at the time. So over the past few years, many of you have gracefully listened to me complain, responded to emails at all times of day. Kyle, I think like your first week on the job, I had your ear about independent pharmacy, so I applaud you for listening. But I think the takeaway from your meetings this week is we really have to prioritize our investment in public health. They will say it's going to cost money. I will say, okay, isn't our public health worth it? And I'm not here to say independent pharmacies are better than chain pharmacies. Prior to the meeting, I had a brief conversation with some of the representatives, and I said, there is definitely a time and place for chain pharmacies, right? So not everyone, I tell my patients, not everybody needs a pharmacist. Some people just need a pharmacy. So some people just need to pop into a chain pharmacy, grab one prescription, deodorant, a jug of milk, and they're on their way home. The people that we service, right, the community members, the constituents of your districts that we service, they need more. They need enhanced services. They don't need to just pop into a pharmacy and pick up one prescription. They need their prescriptions delivered. They need their prescriptions organized. They need to call someone when they have an issue that knows how to navigate it. Marty Flynn's office has been instrumental in helping me when many of my constituents had lost medical assistance post-COVID pandemic. Your guys' offices have been there for me as a resource to facilitate my customers, who are your constituents, to get back on track and get their medical assistance. So the difference that we provide is just enhanced care. Another goal that you probably heard on Monday is that many of our seniors want to remain in their homes as they get older. Sometimes all they need to do to remain in their homes is just have a little extra help, whether it's a home health organization coming in there, somebody doing some light cleaning, Meals on Wheels providing services, and then a pharmacy that could organize their medication and deliver it to them, whether it's a weekly basis or a monthly basis. So allowing our seniors to age in their homes is definitely a priority for public health. But the strains on our reimbursement may not permit that to be such a big goal for our government. Eric touched on the COVID pandemic. I really believe just showed how much of a lack of investment we have made in public health, in my opinion. But it also showed how if the government does get involved and does adapt to the needs of the community, we could overcome it. So we have overcome it because of the investments that were made in public health. There's three main categories of insurance contracts, essentially, that we operate under: state funded, federal funded, and then commercial plans. I'll just touch on the state funded because that's what you guys would have the power to impact for us. So currently, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania contracts through the Department of Health and Human Services with managed care organizations to administer health and pharmacy benefits to your constituents. Current reimbursement structure inadequately compensates pharmacies for their services. The existing dispensing fees that are, we're paid the cost of the medication and a dispensing fee to get the product out the door. Currently, that dispensing fee that the state allows the managed care organizations to pay us is 50 cents. This bottle costs 31 cents. This lid costs 18 cents, okay? I have a penny left to pay my staff, to put the lights on, to pay the bills. This bag costs a nickel. This label costs a nickel. So I pay for that because I don't get paid for that. I only get paid for the vial and the lid. The rest is on the backs of hardworking pharmacy owners across the state. On page 50 of the contract, it says the managed care organization must comply with the department's services, standards, and requirements described in Exhibit BBB. It's known as the BBB amendment. In this amendment, or in this exhibit, it says pharmacies must be paid an amount that reflects the pharmacy's acquisition cost of the drug, professional services, and the cost to dispense a prescription. In 2020, there was a study done that says the average cost to dispense a prescription was $12.40. It was an independent study that was done, not by independent pharmacies, not by our lobbying organizations, but it was an independent study that said the cost to dispense a prescription in 2020 is $12.40. Today, my ask of you guys and girls is to not allow independent pharmacies to be grossly underpaid to dispense a prescription. I think I've also included some examples of common drugs that we dispense to patients on a daily basis only to lose money. I've also included some of the cost of running a pharmacy. So outside of the label, the lid, the bag, I have to pay a pharmacist, I have to pay a pharmacy technician, I have to pay health insurance, utilities. So there's fixed cost of operating a business. In healthcare, whether it's a nursing home, a hospital, or a pharmacy, the word that no one wants to ever talk about is profit. But I'm here today to talk about profit because in order for me to survive, I need to make a profit so I could take care of my patients, so we could take care of our community. I am not here today to ask for money from me. I am here today to ask for an investment in public health. And again, I thank you all for your time and always responding to my emails, taking a phone call, or you guys calling me and asking me my opinions on current bills. I will briefly say thank you to Jessica for House Bill 1993. We definitely need transparency. We definitely need accountability. However, we need to be paid fairly, or else transparency and accountability, there will be no one to hold accountable when we are out of business. So thank you again for having us today.